This is Jason's Electronics Repair. Welcome to my ER. Today we are going to look on the Learning to Fix Phone series. We are going to pull the NAND off of this 5S or 5C. I'm not sure what it is, but I have it here. We're going to pull it out. I have it on my Sunshine preheater, the SST12A-CPU. I'm going to go ahead and turn my preheater on. It is set to 150. I'm going to turn it up to 220. I'm going to turn it up to 200. And we're going to let this heat up. And we are going to clean around there's a little bit of underfill, not a lot of underfill. And then I'm going to use my hot air. My hot air is set to 375 at 80 out of 120 airflow. And we're going to pull this off. So I'm going to switch to, move in my AM scope here. I'm going to switch to, no, not that one, that one. There we go. Switch to that. Get this in the shot here. And get a little crisper on the focus. Make sure it's clear for me. Yep, it's clear for me. And we're just going to clean up this little bit of underfill that is, I'll show you where it is. There's a little bit right here that needs to be taken down, over here and over in this area. So we're just going to clean that out. So we're at 150, 160 on the just going to clean this out here around this capacitor. Okay, now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to clean this one up. That's in view. It's coming off a little bit easier because the hot plate is up to temperature. So there we go. I've never pulled the NAND off of any iPhone, so we're just practicing doing this. We'll practice on this one and then do it on a more underfilled, like a 6S. So this one just has a little bit of fill here. Just need to get used to my tools. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chip lifting tool here, this guy right here, and I want to put it into there. So I'm going to go in here, right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up, and hopefully I'm going to be able to flip this chip off. So clean off some of that debris. All right, so I'm going to come in here with my hot air. I'm gonna heat this up. See flux moving. Yeah, this is. I think I may need to make sure my hot air is calibrated correctly. I'm not getting the heat on this as I would like to. Okay, I pulled a couple pads. I can tell that right away. I need to get used to this. So, let this cool down. Alright, so definitely pulled mask off. Not where I stuck my tool in, but I'm going to have to solder mask that to get that. Let's take a look at the bottom of the chip here. So, yeah. Not sure how I did there. This is a dead board. There's that pad I took off. 3 pads, it looks like. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, yep. That one was a deep one. So, okay, so not a roaring start to that. So I'm going to turn on my iron here, my Hacko XF951, and going to get me a little bit of solder. And I'm going to flood that with some leaded and see what kind of damage I got here. First, I'm going to add some flux and get fume extraction on here. So I'm going to add me some flux here. Get all these swapped over to wave here. Then I'm going to wick that away. Alright, so this is a disaster. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get my scrapey wavy tool. My first time using this tool, so I have to get a feel for it. This is why I'm practicing. If you guys have any tips, leave them in the comments below. So we're going to continue to scrape this glue off here. Well, I see people use these tools and they just it comes down to like practice. That's what I'm doing this for practice. Add a little bit of hot air to this. Yeah, it seems to be better with a little bit of hot air added to it. This is why we practice. So we don't mess up when we need to do it for real. Cleaning off my tool. And I watch channels like Jason from STS, and I have a whole new respect for people like him and Mark Schaefer and Jessa from iPad Rehab. And Ben from Rescue. And I knocked off that capacitor. Alright, so I need a lot more time practicing this, and all that good stuff. So I am going to wrap it up here as we take a look at this disgusting little horrid job of a NAND removal that I have done. I'm going to keep these little learning videos short and sweet, under 20 minutes, hopefully. So we'll get this down. We got just a little bit more practice. So guys, here is links to all my social media. If you want to visit me, I also have members to the channel. If you guys want to watch me fumble through this this process, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, my Patreon page. You can find the links in the description to all the things to help the channel. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day. Okay, I'm popping back in here because I forgot to clean the chip off. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to add some flux to this. And then we're going to add some leaded solder, however you want to say it. Yeah, I totally messed this up hardcore. So we're just going to clean this up anyways, just for the practice. Yep, I separated the two layers, the board and the bottom solder mask of the chip. So, gonna wick this away. Yeah, I totally messed this up. Alright, so clean that off. I'm gonna come in here with my little cleaning tool and some hot air. Yeah. Just tearing this apart. I gotta get some more practice with this. Yeah, so I totally hacked that up. So I'm going to clean that up. See it? Yep. So I have seen people re-solder mask these. I might try that in a future video, but that is a nightmare disaster. So somehow I separated the chip from the board and caused a whole bunch of nightmare stuff. So I will give it another shot on another practice board and kind of figure out my technique. Leave a comment below if you have a different technique I should try. I'm also going to check the calibration on my hot air station because I think it may be a little low. So thank you guys for watching and have a fantastic